Hello students, in this semester you have a paper called Operation Research. This is mainly an application oriented subject. In this video we shall see some introductory ideas. First of all, we shall know how this subject or theory came into existence. It was during the World War II the military management of England called on a team of scientists to study the strategies to tackle enemies and problems related to wars. For this, the team worked hard and found out technique for air and land defense system. Their objective was to find out most effective allocation of limited military resources to various military operations like the effective use of radar, allocation of Air Force planes and best pattern for searching submarines, etc. For all these activities, they used scientific techniques or strategies, and this became the reason for the development of the new theory called Operation Research. Even before the World War II, the theory was being used during Industrial Revolution. It was around 18th to 19th century in England, and Industrial Revolution took place. Before this revolution, the industries were of small scale. In those times, they were employing just a handful of men. But for the large scale, a single person could not handle all the activities that was being performed by an industry. As a result, division of management function took place. The whole organization was divided into different organs, say production, marketing, finance, personnel, research and development, and so on. Managers of each organ took the responsibility of performing best in their department. For that, they used this Operation Research. Then what is Operation Research? Many have given definition for Operation Research. Here is a few of them. The first definition was given during the World War II. It says, Operation Research is the art of winning war without actually fighting them. The second definition says it has the scientific method to take best decisions. Here is the modern and comprehensive definition of Operation Research. You can note it down. So, let us again consider the example of industry. The main word which is to be kept in mind while studying Operation Research is optimization. Here, objective or intention is to optimize, that is minimize or maximize. It means effective way of using the resources. For instance, consider the production department. Here, their objective is to maximize the production. They may have availability restriction on goods or machines. They have to maximize production. At the same time, they have to follow the availability restriction. So, here the optimization is maximization. In case of marketing, they have to find the best route from different sources to different destinations so that they can minimize the transportation cost. So here optimization is minimization. And in case of finance, we always wish to have maximum profit. So optimization is maximization. Personnel is about assigning job to laborers. So in each and every case we apply the concept of optimization because optimization is our objective. Say this is the schematic diagram of management system. Here also we can apply the concept of optimization in each organ, right? Now the scope of Operation Research. As we have seen just now, operations research is applicable in the field of industries, defense and management. It is also applicable in the field of agriculture. You people may have heard about the scientific farming. Following the correct procedures in farming, we can maximize the production of crops, the amount of water to be supplied, the amount of fertilizers to be given. Decisions regarding all such agricultural activities can be made through Operation Research. Here is another application, you can see over there, public utilities. It is a service provided for public. Say in hotel, we need to reduce waiting time the customers and service provided by them should reach more and more number of customers. Public utilities can also be seen in hospitals where patients have to wait for the doctor's appointment, right? Similarly, it can also be seen in banks. You might have experienced procedures in banks such as issuing tokens to the customers in queue to manage service provided by them and so on. So these are few applications of operation research. Here is an activity for you guys. Do such the things mentioned here. History and development of operation research, development of operation research in India, application of operation research, limitations of operation research. We use operation research to solve many real world problems. All real world problems are not the same. We need to apply different techniques of operation research to solve different real world problems. Some of such techniques are linear programming, dynamic programming, inventory control, queuing theory, decision theory, network techniques and so on. Linear programming. The problems like production, assignment, dietary problems and so on. For that we use technique called linear programming. Problems on capital budgeting, advertising are solved using dynamic programming. See, here is inventory control. It means stock control. Say you are a shopkeeper. You have to decide how much goods should be kept in stock. This decision is based on demand and supply. The stock should be maintained effectively so as to make maximum profit and minimum loss. Okay. Alright. Queuing theory is mainly used in public utilities. As I have mentioned earlier, to solve problems in hotel management, customers queue in banks and so on. Decision theory is a technique used to predict climate and in gaming and so on. Network techniques is used in infrastructures like road construction, bridge construction, etc. So in this course our main focus is on linear programming. Methodology or algorithm of operation research. Operation research follows step-by-step procedures to solve real-world problems. See, as you can see here, these are the steps that operation research follow. Formulating the problem is converting the problem into mathematical form. Constructing a model is choosing the right OR technique and then deriving the solution from the model. Then we have to test the feasibility of the solution and the model. That means the solution obtained should be both logically correct and should be applicable to the real world situation. And the final step is implementation. That is following the solution obtained by implementing it to the real world problem. So I will stop the video here. From next video we shall enter into the concept of linear programming.